Hey, I'm going to give you all a quick tour of the inside of the vehicle and some important things to note. So when you first step inside here, you're going to see a few things. This little red button here is for your porch light, on, off. This guy here is to extend the awning. So to extend the awning, you want to push that and keep it pushed until the awning is completely down. I'm not going to lower it all the way right now. You want to really make sure that it's not too windy of a day when you got your awning down, or else it's going to break the mechanism that works the awning. This here is to allow you to use batteries. I'm having it on right now, but when you are plugged in to power at a campground or want to conserve batteries, you flip it to off. So I'm going to leave it on here so I can flip a couple switches for you. As you step in the cab, you got your little dinette here. You got a power cord and a cigarette lighter underneath the dinette. And this dinette goes up and down pretty easily. There's a little lever underneath here. So to unlock it, press that there and then push down to lower it. And this is actually how, if you lower it all the way, you can let your kids sleep on this little convertible dinette here. These pillows come off, these slide over, and you can use it as a convertible dinette. So put it back to a dinette, and out of a bed, push it back up, and then underneath, lock that back into place. Got a couple of drawers underneath the dinette. I got pots and pans in there. This side, I have, that's your privacy screen for the front cab. Those little ends Velcro. I'll show you where in a second. And this is an emergency car jump there, which you can also use as a backup battery power to power these little fans that I have, or your iPhones if you need. These little secure Velcro hooks there are where your privacy screen will hook into if you want to set that up at night so nobody can look into the cab. Above here we have the top bunk, which is actually the size of a queen size bed. It's got a TV, cross ventilation with two windows on either side. To make it into a bunk, all you have to do is pull back here. That flips out, makes it into a queen size bed, and you move that ladder over here. So you just unhook those two buttons, hook the top little hooks here into those little hooks, and you have a little bunk bed with a ladder. In the corner there, you have your fire extinguisher and broom, which comes in very handy. Lots of storage space above the dinette. And this is your kitchen over here. So you got a full oven there. You got your 3 burners, range hood, very important to have on, and microwave. I have the battery for this smoke alarm down here underneath the sink. If you want to put the battery in, please put it in. It tends to go off when you're cooking, unless every single door is opening and you're not cooking too much. So for safety, if you want that on, you should definitely put the battery in, close it back up. Here is your sink. Pretty self-explanatory. Got a little light. Got little lights everywhere throughout. Most of the lights have a switch on the light. This one's not turning on because it has another switch over here. This is kitchen and living room. So that'll turn on both of those lights. So I'm going to give you a little tour of this panel here in another video. One thing about the kitchen, to turn on these burners, it's pretty easy. Just want to make sure you have this to the light function, and then click, click, click. I have the propane off right now, so it's not going to turn on, but that's how you turn on the burners. A little more complicated to turn on the oven. You actually have to get in there with a long lighter, which I keep over here. This long lighter. You gotta actually get in there and reach underneath. And you see in the back there is actually what's going to end up being a pilot light. So you have to actually physically light the pilot light with a long lighter. And you have to make sure this oven is turned to the pilot on dot there when you're trying to light it. So it'll give a little bit of gas there, and then you can use it like a regular oven. Over here we have your fridge and your freezer on the top and fridge on the bottom. They have two little locks here. So to open it, you have to push that there. Open it. The fridge and freezer actually operate usually off of propane gas when you are traveling or not at a campground. And on the top here, you have just an on and off button, right? So that's on, that's off. I could put it on now, but the gas is off, like I was saying. And if you're plugged in at a campground, it'll automatically switch over to electric, which is nice. Over here is your bed, queen size bed, lots of storage up above. Other side of the bed is your wardrobe and drawers underneath. Open up the wardrobe. I've got lots of hangers there for you. The hangers are not on a rod, because then they would all kind of slide around while you're driving. So this system that Forest River has is really nice. So that's the tour of the inside. Let me see, what am I missing? You have a few ventilation fans throughout. This one here in the middle opens with this. And then it's got 3 fan speeds there on the side. 1, 2, and 3. Gives you a little ventilation at night, doesn't use too much battery. Here you got another one, no fan, just opens like that. You also have another one in the bathroom, which is important to have on when you're showering and after you've showered for a little while. Again, lights everywhere, lights over there. The windows are slide to open. There's a little lock in the middle to lock them all. And you have your air conditioner here. There's a little slide here to open and shut the air there. And then there's little air conditioner outlets throughout here, there, pretty much everywhere. And there's also on the bottom are these little heat vents that you have. So there's your little heat vents there. Got your bathroom. I have a whole nother section on the bathroom, another video. Toilet, foot flush, your shower in there. So that's pretty much the interior of the cab. And watch the next video. I will tell you about this control center. I forgot to show you guys is the little countertop extension here. Flips up, and then underneath you got these little guys here. They lock in place, and the other one does the same thing. Gives you a nice amount more space when you're using the kitchen.